Senator Capito.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Ranking Member, and it's great to see you, Secretary Noem, and it was a pleasure to serve with you in the House for so many years. I just want to make a statement in the beginning because this chart, which you can't see, but many of us have seen, the blue lines being the number of people that were coming across the border during the Biden administration, and then the red is what you and the President have done over the last 3 months. I say congratulations. Results speak loudly. Not only are migrant encounters down 95%, but the gotaways are down 99%. To put it simply, migrants are just not slipping through. They're not evading our border patrol. I boil it down to two basic strategies that the administration has done that the previous administration could have done but totally ignored. One is deterrence. When possible illegals look to the United States and see that we are following through on deportation orders in larger numbers, I think that's a huge deterrence along with other things that are occurring. The other one is enforcement of the law. You already just said that. So is there anything else you would add specifically, very shortly, that you can attribute this dramatic drop? You're being accused of breaking the law, and that's the reason the numbers are down. I personally don't believe that.
Well, I think having a strong leader in the White House that says we will enforce our laws in this country has worldwide effects. In fact, in where I have traveled to countries in El Salvador, Mexico, and Colombia, their leaders and their governments said, when you talk about the fact that you are now enforcing the laws in America, when your president talks about it, when we see these ads that are running in our country saying, if you want to come to the country and America illegally, don't come. Come the legal way, do the right way. We are now enforcing our laws. They say it has an overwhelming effect. In fact, in Mexico, some government officials, when I was there visiting with them and the president, said that they believe 500 to 600,000 people just in Mexico turned around before they ever got to our border in the last 3 months because they got the message clearly when they were on their way. They heard that and they went back home. Also, I would say Border Patrol is thrilled. They get to finally do their jobs.
Right.
They get to finally, the morale has never been better. Recruitment is fantastic. ICE is recruiting. CBP's up 54%. I'd say the Coast Guard is up over 100% in recruitment, and the Secret Service is up over 200%. So the fact that they have an administration that's letting them do their jobs again and actually following the law is something they're very proud of. And so I think those two things are really what's making them proud.
Okay, you and I talked about this on the phone because of the drug scourge, the non-intrusive inspection, which is a lot of the technologies that can detect in large, when semis are coming through, there's a whole lot coming through the border, and we want to continue that free flow of goods. Where are you on that in this budget? Certainly you need more dollars to be able to, I think the numbers are low, how many you actually inspect or have been inspected. You need the technology
yeah, our
to move
ports
forward.
of entry need new technology and scanners that we just simply aren't scanning many shipping containers right now adequately. A lot of our air freight isn't scanned. Some of these scanners that we have in place need infrastructure around them so that they work in the heat and in the rain. Sometimes they're dysfunctional and shut down. We have railroad cars coming in that aren't getting inspected, and then small packages. Small packages every day that are being shipped in by the millions that we are not inspecting at all. So the kind of technology needs that we have to invest in are costly, but they're secure our country. And when we have a foreign enemy country like China and the PRC that's trying to kill off our next generation of Americans, which is what they're doing to weaken our economy and our society, those upgrades and that technology advancement will incredibly help us make sure that we know what's coming into this country and it's not a poison that will be killing our kids and our next generation.
Certainly have my support with that. I did chair this subcommittee at one point with the ranking member. He was chairing and I was ranking, so we're getting to know each other very well. You have my support there. I do want to say, and I am concerned about the FEMA issue. Coming from a small state that is subject to a lot of natural disasters, flooding in most cases, FEMA, my experience with FEMA, has it been flawless? Has it been, a smooth road? No, but I think it's a vital function, and I'm concerned if we turn it all over to the states, capacity for the state to really handle this is something that, so I would ask you to tread lightly. I don't really need a response there, but I do want to put on the record here that I am concerned about, I do think we need a national response to disasters. Does it look just like FEMA? I hope, I hope the changes that are made will be able to have them to be able to react quickly and to help our state and local resources. I did invite you to the Advanced Training Center where we do training for Border Patrol. Look forward to seeing you there, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Senator Capito, and thrilled to hear about the morale at DHS. That's exciting, Madam Secretary. Next